Hello, folks, fans, and freaks. Welcome to our very first Halifax and video edition of the Jerk Off Hour. I'm your host, Dr.Jay Cole. Let's waste some fucking time, sons. This show is brought to you by wickedbad.net, home of the illest and the DFL 613. Don't forget to pick up your membership cards by clicking on the store link at the top of my page, http listen.to/the Jerk Off Hour. That's the shortcut for it. Or you can go to wickedbad.net, click on Into It, go to internet radio.
I have mine.
That's how it goes.
I have my card.
You know what? I still have a whole fucking box of these cards right here.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have mine. I carry it on me all the time.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
cool, man.
I have it totally. I have it here.
Oh, I have a whole box, and because I have a whole box, I'm going to give away 25 free memberships. Woo! To the next 25 people who send me an email, dr.jcole@gmail.com. You get a free card, motherfuckers. How about that?
DFL.
25 free DFL cards.
613.
You know what? This is the best card of my life, man. This is like, I pull it out all the time. People are like, blah, 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 your fucking dishes. And I'm like,
Bam! How do you like that?
Shit. That's right.
Oh yeah.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll here on the Jerk Off Hour. Wasting
That's what I
time.
like to hear.
Wasting time is what we're all about.
I'm pro.
So, let's get into our sponsors. Sponsoring podcasts are all the way from the T-Dot. It's Big Specials House, hosted by my good friend and fam, Spesh K, Scotia represent, mixcloud.com/Big Specials House for the best in Canadian hip-hop in the podcast world.
Spesh is great, man.
Spesh K.
I've known Spesh a long time ago. He's good stuff, man.
I heard he might be in the 902 this weekend.
Oh,
he was
is
talking
he?
about Olin's running out. Yeah, I'm like, woo, all right. I want to be where you're at, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That sounds
It's
familiar.
like some kind of like ticking time bomb. I want to be around it when it goes off.
Totally.
In Montreal, be sure to listen to Construct Dubstep, another member of the Wicked Bad Collective. He's rocking MTL with Vilify and Harmsworth. You can find him on wickedbad.net or jemidubstep.com. My good friends over at the Ultrasound Collective. Check out their roster of musicians and all their mixes. Ultrasoundcollective.ca. There are 2 L's in collective, you illiterate fucks who keep fucking emailing. This fucking link doesn't work.
There are 2 L's in collective.
Collective, yeah.
It's true.
It is currently November 24th, 2011, and it is 6:41. We're speaking with Dave McKenzie, a.k.a. DjDvD.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
What's up?
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Welcome.
I'm pumped.
We just did
Dr.
that backwards.
Reverend J. Cole, did we? Damn.
Don't tell them about the other thing yet.
What other thing?
I don't know.
Okay. Fine. So.
It says that not a stupid name, and I'm saying that because, like, DVD, and people are like, no, DVD, what fucking unoriginal name is that? And it's like, no, you're an unoriginal stupid motherfucker who doesn't know how to spell, doesn't know anything about, like, vowels and consonants.
Vowels and consonants.
And
Well,
when you
DVD
drop the
is
vowels out of the name fucking...
David.
What do you got left?
DVD.
Oh, man.
I know. It's mind-blowing.
I know.
It does. It blows some people's minds.
Yeah. Blows my mind.
It does.
Look all over the screen.
So I want to start producing under the name AI.
AI.
Right? Yeah. And then I'll have all of them, right? DJ under DVD, and then I'll produce under AI. Right?
AI.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's cool.
David.
Yeah. AI, too.
Crazy
It's
stuff going on up here.
He's like, who's this? The artificial intelligence motherfucker. All Mr. Computer Guy and science and shit.
Yeah, man, I don't make up
And they'll be
acronyms.
And then they'll be like,
No, you
Did it
just
again.
pronounce it I. Good. That's how you do it. I?
Yes, that's why it says not a stupid name. You are a jungle man.
I am.
That's how I met you, playing jungle and drum and bass. And so I never told this story to many people, so I want to tell this jungle story about how I first got introduced to jungle for the first fucking time. And this was in, like, I don't know, 2000 or something like that. And I was in a band called Element Control with Nails and a couple other people, man, at the time.
I remember
DJ
that.
Castion. And here's the funny story, is that Nails is like, yo, he's like, I'm going to a fucking rave and they're going to be playing jungle tonight, man. I'm like, oh, cool. He's like, you like jungle, right? And I'm like, you know, and like, I had just started hanging out in like the scene and shit. So I'm like, I didn't want to look like an idiot or anything. And I'm like, yeah. I'm thinking in my head, like, fucking tribal black people with painted faces like banging on bongos and sticks in the fucking jungle, and it's black, and it's like tiki torches are lit and shit like that. And I'm thinking like Survivor style shit, and like everyone's in fucking loincloths, man, and like
jungle.
And I'm thinking like
jungle party.
So I'm like looking at him, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, I like jungle, man. Okay, ooh, yeah, of course. And I'm like, okay, and I'm going there. I go to this fucking rave, all night rave downtown in Moncton, and all night it went by, and I'm just like looking around. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And finally, it was like Freaky Flow and shit like that, and like it was good fucking jungle.
Yeah.
And then
Freaky Flow was awesome.
Nails comes by, and he's just like, hey man, what's up? And I'm like, where's this fucking jungle music, man? He's like, that's jungle.
This is jungle.
That's jungle right now. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And like he like dances away, and break dances away. And I'm like, what the fuck? And man, it's just like, finally I clued in when I looked around, and I'm like, we're at a rave in Moncton. There aren't any black people in Moncton in 2000, and there aren't any black people at a fucking rave either. No. So I'm like, oh fuck! Finally clued in. I'm like, okay, obviously
this is jungle.
This is jungle. Fucking talking.
That is a very funny jungle story.
And then I fucking like breakdanced the way into the fucking crowd. So I'm like,
all right, let's go. Yeah, man. Tits was like one of the best jungle albums of all time. That Freaky Flow album that came out in like 2000 or 2001. Obscene Underground. There's like a whole set. Obscene Underground. I don't know.
I remember.
Cock ass.
Oh man.
Tits. They're all different albums. Yeah, it's good. They were awesome.
After I got into it, I got hooked. Of course. You can't go there and do those things and not get hooked.
Jungle's very addictive style of music. Sometimes it takes people a long time to get there, I find. People go through different phases of electronic music.
But
and
there's
a lot of them
phases
start off with house music, and then they invariably end up with jungle and drum and bass, you know, and that's where people end up.
There's
I've just found
levels of drum and bass and jungle, too. Like, there's really, like, light, okay, cool shit. And then there's, like,
we call that,
crazy,
like, liquid stuff,
like
jazzy and soft, like atmospheric drum bass, stuff like that. And then there's
woo! Then there's like, whoa.
That's the stuff I like personally. I'm
you like to push things to the extreme.
I'm a pretty extreme guy, yeah. But you know, it's not always evil extreme. And sometimes it's funky extreme, or like the same
extreme
set or the song. It's how I roll. All right. Actually, how I roll is over and over through a field, usually.
Yeah.
But
I roll like this.
Yeah, sometimes that's how I roll.
Just like that.
My favorite way is over and over through a field.
Over and over through.
Yeah, rolling down a field. I've just never done it before. I'd highly advise it. You should definitely try it out sometime, man. Rolling down a field.
I've rolled down some fields.
I bet you have.
As early as this summer, I rolled through some bushes too.
Oh, I definitely rolled down some hills this summer. Yeah.
Did you see my bush jumping video?
I did. Looked like you really hurt yourself.
We should play that bush jumping video.
We should definitely play that bush jumping video because that was pretty funny. All right, let's play it.
Okay.
Should we actually play it just so we can like watch it and then react to it? Because otherwise, when we come back, we'll be like,
we can just do some fake reactions.
Wow,
like, at the
that is really funny.
All right. So if we click on this over here.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the new South Parks?
I have been.
Yeah.
Throughout the week.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. While I'm loading this up, let's talk about you.
Okay.
Okay, man. Where did you start? How'd you get into DJing and music? Were you like
the
sock hops, junior high kind of thing?
Well, actually, I started
Ghetto Blaster out in the parking lot.
I used to make mixtapes when I was super young. When I was like 10, I was all about the mixtapes, and then I got into band. I started playing the clarinet, and that got me started on music. Okay. And then I started playing the saxophone.
Oh shit!
And I was a tenor saxophonist for like 3 or 4 years, and I was pretty good. But then I went off to college and left it alone for a while. But now I've actually got a sax again, and I'm starting again. But also at that time, we started DJing school dances.
Like the whole dance.
School dances.
Like the professional
I was 13.
dance.
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
like we do them, we throw for the whole high school. Like it was crazy. There's probably, a few hundred people there, definitely, And they were good times. But I remember I was 13, man, and I was terrified. And back then it was all tapes. Like you'd have a tape and you just start on the tape, and you just let it run through. And
it was.
then you flip to the next tape, you start it, you let it run through, and that's.
You didn't have your tapes queued up on another deck.
Well, it was we didn't know how to do that. We were 13, man. We had no idea, right? So then we eventually got into that. But,
yeah.
You lose your place on the tape, and because it takes a while to cue on a tape,
And songs ended back in the day. Songs would end. A shit had a distinct start and a finish. It was like, done, over, okay. Little silence.
Yeah. and then the next song, precisely, yeah.
Man, how shit has changed.
But then we got CD players, and then we started obviously going from, song, and
bigger
a little bit of mixing.
Songs up fucking bigger, I found, when CDs came out, like, right away. It's just like, now we had a lot more 5-minute songs.
Well, see, the problem was I grew up in a small town in Cape Breton called Port Hawkesbury. Yay, Port Hawkesbury. Go Sarek, class 98. And when I was growing up, our source of music was Walmart, which sucked.
Yeah.
As you can well imagine.
Most people were, man.
Yeah, we had an independent guy for a while who started feeding us a bit of electronic music, and then he couldn't make it because he was literally right next door to Walmart. It was in the same mall. And it just, he couldn't make it work. And so, yeah, Walmart was where we got our music because we didn't have any internet back then. We lived in Repo,
I was there, man.
We didn't even have dial-up.
We didn't have dial-up. We didn't have anything. We didn't have a computer. We had, this is before fucking Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
My mom was like, here, have some fucking rap tracks, tapes and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then I'm like, recording them on other
Dance Mix 94, yeah. No, I'm just that. Well, actually, you know what? Dance Mix 94 is like the big one.
I'm talking about 89.
Ooh, 89. Ooh.
Yeah, 89. That was my year. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm a 90s boy. Definitely. Grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
I was a teenager in the 90s. It was pretty awesome. It was fun.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm kind of... A lot of people are stuck in the 90s. I'm kind of... Yeah. I like the 90s. Maybe.
Oh, I'm totally stuck in the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm current as well, obviously,
Except for the clothing styles. The clothing styles, that shit is like, yeah, okay.
No, I don't wear plaid anymore.
I don't wear neon caps anymore.
Bleached cords. And my hair was down to here, man. I was a big old rocker. Yeah.
Nirvana and everything.
Grungy, yeah.
I wasn't allowed to hang out with those kids.
I like my metal too, I like my metal in high school, But, and then it was like electronic music. And I think I got my first set of decks when I was 18. And, so 98. And started playing. And then it's been, like all electronic music now, I love it. I fell in love with it right away.
Goddamn.
Yeah. And that was 13 years ago. So I've been playing on and off for about 13 years now.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's funny how the time flies by, man, when you're having fun.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I have some fun. I'll tell you that. Anybody who knows me will tell you I have some fun. I told my friend Jen we were on this mission down to my buddy's cottage, and what did I tell her? I said everybody's got a Dave was way too drunk story. Yeah. Everybody's got a Dave was way too drunk story. Yeah. Totally. Everybody's got one.
I don't know if I have one, man.
Really?
I don't know if I have one. Like, I know I've been around you when you've been way too drunk, but I don't know if I have, like, an issue.
Oh, no, I didn't say
or, like, a story where
it's just everybody has a story,
or I could be like,
oh, my God, I remember this time. Like, yeah.
Everybody's got one. We should fucking, we're going to have to, like, get into some fucking Kraken then sometimes.
Definitely. I'm a big fan of Kraken. You know what I tried the other day was the Sailor Jerry spiced.
Oh, yeah.
Which is also an overproof.
I just threw the bottle out. I had
pretty good. Here. Yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of, woo, it's got some kick.
It's got a punch. It's between. It's a next step up from a Captain Morgan's to it's in between that and the Kraken.
Yeah. Oh, the Kraken though, man. I play a show in Aiden Ganesh. And
Kraken.
We just were doing shots of it.
Fuck.
Let's go again.
It's weird shit, man. It's weird shit.
Oh, yeah, man. It's potent. We'll put it that way. It's very potent.
The pirate comes out.
Totally.
Yar, matey. Oh. And I say that because everywhere you walk around, it's like you're on a boat. And that is why they put two handles on the motherfucker.
That's absolutely why they put two handles on
boat. Everybody else is on land, but you're on a fucking
I've definitely
boat.
had two fingers through those holes like many times. Like cradling it like this. Walking around, that's going on.
It sucks when it gets fucking warm from being on your body and holding it too much.
Have you tried it warm?
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not bad.
Yeah, I like it cold.
Well, because
like
it's
on ice.
spiced. Because it's spiced, right? It's got a
down.
lot of flavors, so it's not actually that bad. Warm.
Room temperature is not bad. I swig out of this. It's kind of why it's sitting there.
Kind of why it's sitting there. I like that.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe it's from the weekend, but maybe I've been sipping on it since the weekend.
That's a lot of maybes.
Maybe.
I don't know if I trust that many maybes.
You can't.
I know. That's what I
All right,
said.
let's watch this video.
All right.
This is Dr. J. Cole with Karotica Levicious. Bush jumping after Halloween.
It's a video.
This is a video.
Oh.
So, who are you guys, and what is your purpose?
My name's Karotica Levicious, and we are fucking running.
We're going to go bush jumping.
Bush jumping.
It's the day after Halloween. Big fucking party just happened last night. Dr. J. Cole in the house, ready to go do some fucking bush jumping, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Fuck yeah!
Do this thing with my arm where I'm like... I could not for the life of me create that.
Wait.
Yeah.
You probably want to get like
Yeah, I
beer
know.
bottles on the side of the fucking... Shit.
Hold on. I need to get a good shot of this.
Go!
And it just goes right by.
Now or never!
Oh, fuck. Let's just rewind that a little bit. Let's just rewind the jump.
Just a little bit.
Just the jump.
Now or never!
I need to re-edit this and put it in the slow motion. That hurt my back. That sounded like Hank Hill there. That hurt my back. Gosh, darn it.
And there's somebody standing right there.
The girl, I'm gonna pause it. The girl, she was just sitting there having a smoke. This is like 8 in the fucking morning, man. She's
And
just
you
out
come out
and like,
with this thing on.
yeah, I've got this Indian headdress on. And did you notice like half of it got caught in the bushes? And then it stayed there for like 3 fucking days. And then someone saw the video, they're like, hey, that headband got stuck in the bushes. I wonder if it's still there. And then they went out and like all the webbing was still there. The webbing is what fucked me up. My
The
foot,
look on her face.
my foot gets
Oh my
caught
god, the look on her face, man.
in the webbing and all the shit right here. And this tree ends up like springing me back out of this tree.
Yeah.
And that's like what
You
happened.
sort of laying in the middle.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Fucked up shit. So, what are you doing in the present? What have you been doing? Like, what's recent for you?
What have I been doing?
Getting us back on schedule.
Well, I had a lot of shows lately, you know. It's you know, it goes through phases where you're busy, and then there's, you know, and then there's not a whole lot, because there's not a lot going on in the city right now, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But last Thursday, like 1 week ago, opened for Crafty Cuts. That was
Crafty Cuts.
Crafty Cuts. It was the sickest show. I thought it was a sick show anyways, and I had heard some other people agree, so I'd like to say that it was a pretty good show. You know, we played great, and he played awesome.
Where was
great.
it? What
It was
venue?
at Pacifico.
Pacific.
Downtown Pacifico. Yeah, the place is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a beautiful bar, man. It's a little
Touching my motherfucking microphone.
it's a little you know, I don't want to say higher class, but it's a little classier, you know, like than your regular bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice, man. It's beautiful. Like, it's really nice in there. Lots of plants and like lots of nice.
There's like a little
thyme and
waterfall.
mirrors and
inside.
that. Yeah.
I was in there, man, and this is a little embarrassing, but the tickets were free, so, and I don't get embarrassed. The tickets were free, so I'm like, fuck it, let's go. It was called a white party, where everybody dresses up in white, black and white for men. You can wear like black pants and shit, but it was a generally white party, and it was because a motherfucker from the Jersey Shore, The Situation,
Oh god.
was coming to Halifax. And so we were given these tickets. So 4 of us went out to this
Oh,
motherfucker,
God.
all dressed
I can't
fucking
believe
nice
that.
and shit. We went to this shit, and there's a dance floor and there's a DJ, and he's just playing some fucking bullshit songs, right? Like some top 40 mixed in with like rave kind of sound music, and I was like, oh, at least I can dance to it. So I'm out there, I'm just like, totally fucking just giving her.
Oh yeah.
And 3 or 4 girls come out, and then like we were there with 4 people already, so then that attracted like a bunch of girls came out. Everyone's dancing, and then yeah, just about to get like a few more people out on the dance floor, and then Situation comes out in this little VIP area that's all like gated in.
Yeah.
And he
I've
comes
seen that.
out, sunglasses on, like tight shirt, and he's got like 4 of his boys with him, and they all look exactly like him, exactly. And he comes out, and they're all like, And every fucking girl in the whole fucking place was there for one fucking reason, yo. They were like, he's gonna fucking pick me. He's gonna fucking pick me. Take me the fuck out of Halifax. I hate it here. And they were just like, ah! And they fucking flocked, man. And they're just like, whoa. Like, chicks there with their fucking boyfriends who were like making out with them were just like, the fuck out of my way. Situation might pick me. And we just watched this shit go down. Everyone just rushed the fucking stage and like, okay. And then the DJ kind of like stopped playing cool shit and like, I don't know. We were just kind of like, wow, this fucking sucks. Like, all these women, all these chicks just like all gathered around. And they're just kind of like standing there like having drinks and like chatting with his buddy. And then they like sit down at a table and like having some drinks. And the girls are all this fucking flock there still, like watching them. I'm just like, what the fuck? This is weird shit, man. Like, they paid a bunch of money to charge all these motherfuckers like $100 a ticket or some crazy shit. Anyway, that was my Pacifico experience.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good Pacifico experience. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good.
It was good. It's for the first time there. Yeah. Not as cool as Crafty Cuts. So.
No, definitely not. No. Crafty Cuts is pretty awesome. No. There's been some good stuff going on in Pacifico lately. I'd like to see more shows there. It's a nice place. Yeah. Also, we've got this new night that we're trying to start. It's called Fresh. Fresh, yes. Fresh. And our first night is Friday night at La Trinidad.
Fresh Fridays.
Fresh Fridays.
Oh, yeah, I saw something on the internet somewhere.
Yeah, well, we're trying to... What we're trying to do is bring some new types of music, you know. Go anywhere and listen to house, go anywhere and listen to dubstep, you know. Cool. But we want to do like, different stuff, you know, like maybe some jungle, maybe some ghetto funk, maybe some, there's like these juke and twerk.
Well, who's doing it?
Footwork. There's three of us, myself and Kyle McCracken, KGZ, and my friend Link. Okay. Luke Lane.
Cool.
Yeah,
because
my buddy Link. Yeah.
I know this band called Dirty Intuition, and they do what's a mix of dubstep and hip hop. So it's like sped up dubstep. And they're looking for some
interesting
gigs.
Yeah. Well, you know, our first night's Friday, and we're gonna see how it goes. Yeah. You know, maybe we don't have any, you know, maybe there's no demand for it, but I don't know. I just got a little tired of listening to the same thing every time I went out somewhere. Hopefully we can get a few people out anyways. You know, expose people to some new types of music. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying.
All right. Everybody, Friday night.
Nobody's going to see this before Friday. It's tomorrow night, isn't it? Yeah. Tomorrow night.
That's tomorrow night.
It's not Tarback. It's at La Trinidad.
I could try and have this out by tomorrow. I don't know. I stay up all night editing.
Don't worry about it.
I got nothing else to do tonight.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow night you're coming out to Fresh, right?
Yeah, there we go. There you go. Okay. I have to go now.
Yeah, you do. It's on video. I have the proof.
Oh, shit.
I have evidence, man.
Shit. Right.
Videoshare evidence.
Now I'm definitely staying up all night editing this. Delete. Damn. What was that show that was happening tomorrow night? I didn't hear anything about that.
Quick, shred everything that has to do with the show.
Gone. But the future, man. What does the future hold? Just plugging along in the same
future
path?
Is going to be all about Wicked Bad. Is what it's going to be all about. Yeah.
Are you going to move into like trying to like make beats and do shit like that, or just kind of
I am
just like for you kind of thing?
Probably. You know, I'm gonna. I take my time with stuff. So you know, it took me 13 years to become a decent DJ. So it'll probably take me 10 years to become a decent producer. You know, I'm not in any hurry. It's I'm pretty much doing it just for me. Yeah. But Wicked Bad. We're gonna be doing tons of stuff with Wicked Bad coming up real soon.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. We're going with a different style for the front page. We're turning it into sort of a
like a news
electronic music and culture blog, or not a blog, but so much as just a portal, right? There'll be music. There'll be articles. There'll be humor. There'll be all sorts of different stuff, right? Like electronic culture, you know. Yeah. So I like it. Yeah, I like that's what we're gonna do. I hope. And obviously, we'll have featured podcasts. Like every week, we'll have a different featured podcast, and the Jerk Off Hour is one of them. So,
what about like these news feeds that flip through the front page? Like when you go to like the home page, like wickedbad.net, and there's like this thing like coming up this week on Wicked Bad. It's like this week. J'aime le dubstep. It's featuring these people and everything, and then the thing flips over, and then it's like also this week on the Jerk Off Hour is and then also. Whoever else is doing whatever else is going on.
That's sort of what we're planning. Yeah, pretty much exactly.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So we're really excited.
I'm
I
excited.
think there's a lot of potential for the site. So,
Yeah.
and we may have some other people involved to write articles and stuff. So, get a little momentum built, and you know,
I'm amazed at how much it's grown so far, man. Like,
I know
it's fucking just
it
like
got really
blown
big,
up.
and we've actually stopped really pushing it too much because it got too big too fast, and so now we're trying to move to bigger server, like more bandwidth and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, people love their downloads.
They
Yeah,
do.
so do I, man.
I
Yeah,
know, yeah.
sets every week.
Yeah.
A lot of bandwidth.
Yeah. I gotta say the site now is pretty fucking cool the way everything's set up and the way it all works, man. Like with the FTP and everything, I love using that shit because like I was able to use some fiber optic network in New Brunswick. Holy shit!
So fast.
And the upload, and now this is and I was dreading this because the interview with DJ Sir K was 4 hours and 40 minutes long. So I'm like, I have to upload this
long,
fucking MP3 to the Wikibad through an FTP, and I was like, what the fuck? So I went over to my cousin's house and I used his fiber op, and it went like this. Here's like the blue bar, and it went like done.
What?
And I was like, holy fuck! That's 4 hours right there up. I was like, oh, thank God.
I just got a little turned on right there.
And you know what? I looked into where's the fiber op for Halifax. Downtown Halifax is going to be the last in all of Nova
Yeah, I know.
Scotia to get it.
Yeah, I know.
I guess they don't want everybody like sprouting up with businesses and sucking the fucking juice right out of it, like I would do right here.
Totally.
Yeah, wouldn't
I'm
you?
a power user, man. I
Yeah,
would
man.
definitely use a lot of bandwidth if I had it available.
Fuckload. If I had it available, I'd be like, I'm not using enough. I need to find a way. I still have 8 more hours left in this day. I need to figure out a way to fucking get some more.
Make it
fucking-
happen. Yeah.
Let's upload some porn or something.
Anything. Come on.
Straight. What do you got? What do you got? Maybe I'll put a webcam on like a guy dressed up in a clown suit juggling. At high def.
High def 1080p, man.
Yeah.
Totally. The things I could do.
I have written down here I have to tell the monkey story.
All right. What's the monkey story?
This is something I read on. I'm on Google Plus.
Yes,
It's
you
pretty
are.
amazing. It's pretty cool with the circles and the hangouts and everything.
Totally.
And I'm gonna try and do a hangout through one of our shows too one time. Hook up the hangout at the same time, so people could be tuning into their own special Google Plus rendition of what's going on. It would only be through one of the cameras, but it
Cool.
would be like a live thing too.
That is cool.
So something I get it worked out. We got to get the higher internet hooked up though before we do that kind of stuff. But the monkey story is something I read on there, and it's fucking crazy. It's this psychological story about something to do with these monkeys, and they talked about putting like 12 monkeys in a cage, in like an enclosure, and in the middle there's a staircase going up, and there's a set of bananas hanging at the top of the staircase. So they put like 12 monkeys in. As soon as one monkey goes up on the stairs, all the other monkeys get blasted with freezing cold water, like frozen ice water. And not the monkey up on the stairs. He doesn't get anything. He gets the banana.
Yeah.
And he comes back down, eats this banana, and he wants to go back up again. And all the other monkeys are like, fuck no.
Yeah.
Or he goes up and they all get blasted again. And maybe it takes a few tries, right? But they
Before they-
fucking
yeah,
catch
they
on.
catch
They're like,
on.
don't anyone go up that fucking staircase. Okay? So now what they do is they take out one of the monkeys and they throw in a new monkey. This
He
monkey
doesn't know.
He's like, holy fuck, bananas. He runs right over. All the other monkeys, they grab that motherfucker. They're like, no, don't you fucking dare go up there. They're like, no. And he's like, oh, okay. And now, here's the fucked up part. Now they remove like 2 more monkeys and add 2 more new monkeys. So now everybody's like, hey, you guys, fuck, no. Now here's the fucked up part. They keep removing like 2 more monkeys and adding 2 more.
Until all the original ones
Until
are gone.
all the originals are gone, and all we have is new monkeys. And every one of these fucking new monkeys will not step foot on the goddamn staircase
To
to
go
get
up.
any fucking bananas. Like, they don't even know that there's cold water gonna be spritzed at them, man. And I was like, that is like how the world is today with people.
Yep.
That is like every part of fucking life, man. Like everything we fucking do is like,
Interesting.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, I have personally never been arrested. Yet I still will not go and like rape women and rob the fucking store. You know? It's like, but I know because I've been told by everything, all the other monkeys, don't fucking do that kind of shit, man.
Well, I'd say that they're making laws,
Yeah. It's weird.
starting a judiciary system. Judiciary.
I think it's
That's
a
a
good
hard word
time.
to say. Judiciary.
Judiciary.
You always sound drunk when you say it.
Judiciary.
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 Judicial system.
It should be like judiciary. I think it's probably more like we slang it up here in Canada.
Slanging it up. Garage.
The garage.
The garage.
The garage. Go down to the garage.
Going to the garage.
Going
Then
to
we're
the
going to
garage.
Ma.
Ma.
Going to the Ma.
Ma. That's my ma. Ma. It's good like Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're getting out of control. Come on, Dr. Reverend.
Rein it in.
Mr.
Here we go.
MD, PhD.
It's actually a
CC.
MSD. Capital M, small s, big D.
Big D.
Yeah.
What's the MS?
Metaphysics. The study of existing.
Wow.
I've been doing it for 32 years.
Wow.
That's right. I damn well better have my fucking doctorate in it.
Done right. Everyone here is a long time.
Damn.
My doctorate in life.
I'm going to take a little reminder to everybody that today's show is brought to you by the Dogfuckers Local 613 and wickedbad.net.
Home of the illest.
What? Say it again?
Home of the illest.
Home of the what?
Illest.
Illest.
Illest. There you go.
That one was in stereo for everybody.
Almost.
We'll line it up in the edit. It is currently November 24th, 2011. The time is 7:10 p.m. And we're going to get into my favorite part of the show. The news. The news. And I got some good fucking news tonight, man.
Do ya?
Good fucking news. And check this out. I already put it. Dun, 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 dun. Anyone who wants to follow along can go to intuit.wickedbad.net, click on Internet Radio, and scroll down to Dave's banner. And then you're able to click on all of these links, all in the order that we're going to talk about them. And follow along.
Follow along.
Follow along.
Yeah.
Had Joe on there twice, eh?
Sweet.
I fucked up my schedule the second time, and I was like, man, and like I fucked it up. Like it's not like a guest couldn't show or something. Like I fucked it up. Curtis Dickey, he's like this video guy. He's got this show that's out on CBC, Henry Thursdays and Fridays or something like that. It's a fucking hilarious show about like this psychiatrist who works with this one guy so much, like it's his whole fucking life, so much that he needs a psychiatrist. It's fucking funny, man. And, like that shit was shot in Ottawa by my friends, by his company there.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nails on the show, casting on the show. There we go. DjDvD. So people can just click on play. That one will give the podcast, the audio. They can always right-click on the banner and get save it, MP3. Put it on your iPod, put it on your phone, whatever.
Sweet.
MP3 player, whatever the fuck you got. But you can click on these links. So the first two are wickedbad.net. The next one goes right to your Wickedbad site.
Right on. It's a little out of date. I'm working on that. I was working on it.
So throughout the week, between each show, I write down news articles to try and keep this show relevant. So this is some shit that's been coming. I haven't done a show in about a month and a half now. So
get a bunch of stuff.
It's going a little bit further back than I'd like to go, but this is some crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
Simpsons may not continue, man. It might be all over.
I've heard.
They said a 45% pay cut to the voice actors, or the show's canceled. And a lot of the voice actors have been like, "That's fine, I'm out."
Yeah.
So I think it's probably going to be over. They had a good run.
It's been a fantastic run, and it's just getting weird.
Yeah.
You know, everybody agrees that it's definitely getting stale, and it's done. Move on. You know, 23 seasons. They're on the 23rd season right now. That's fantastic. That's amazing. Yeah. You know,
no other show has ever done this.
No, man, no.
Well, no other show.
They've literally done everything, and they just started to do stuff over again now. You know, it's time. You know,
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it, man.
Simpsons did
everything. They did everything, man. Come on.
And now they're doing everything again. Oh yeah, I've noticed so many repeat shows lately. I'm just like, oh,
I know,
really,
man.
guys? It's well. Here's the thing, man. I know people who are like I know some kids who are young enough that Simpsons has been on since they were fucking born.
Yep.
Their entire existence. Like, there's no show in my life that's been on other than the fucking news.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're right.
And it probably wasn't called Live at 5 back then.
No.
It's probably called...
What about Days of Our Lives or one of those things?
I don't think any of that shit was on when I was born, though.
Soaps?
The soaps? No. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
I was just thinking, if anything, those would be the longer running shows.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember being
not that
really
I would ever
young.
watch a soap, because I definitely haven't.
I've been really young and watched the soaps before.
Not me.
Against my will.
I would go out and play.
I actually...
Is this all that's on? I'm out of here, man. See you later. I'm going to go play.
Back in the 90s, man, when, like, the whole, like, thing about, like, you know, like, gangs in LA, when all that kind of shit was just, like, breaking into the news and all that, they incorporated that shit into some fucking soap operas that my stepmom was watching. And so, like, I was watching some shit she was watching, and I was like, all of a sudden this fucking gang war breaks out with colors and shit, and I'm just like, hooked. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Huh? Fucking gang war shit, yeah, what's going on? Woo!
You watch so?
Days of Our Lives. All right. No, it was, yeah, it was some weird show, and then also, after that, Passions came on about the witches and shit like that. Witches and demons. And that was kind of cool, but then they dragged that shit out so fucking long. Soap operas are all about how long can we drag out this one conversation.
Everything. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, like, a week goes by, and really a day has gone by in soap opera land.
That's what I hate
It's
about
like
soap opera.
the opposite of regular TV and regular movies, where, like, too much time goes by.
Yeah. Everything moves too fast.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's going on? I haven't died yet.
This is some crazy news, man. A Libyan fighter plays guitar during a gun battle in Gaddafi's hometown.
Wow.
And there's... and they have these guys that they hire that come to their gunfights. It's like old, what did they compare it to? I should have made some footnotes here, but I didn't.
Wow.
Anyways, the point is that they hire a motherfucker to come out and play the guitar, like fight music.
If I were fighting, I'd want some fight music.
Yeah, man. I think
like a minstrel or something.
Yeah, like a minstrel. And there's a picture of him too. Like, fuck, we'll throw that up after.
Totally, that's crazy.
I rename my own titles to things here sometimes. I'm like, Fiddler on the Roof.
Guitarist in the gunfight.
Guitarist in the gunfight.
Siberian Bigfoot.
Siberian Bigfoot. Crazy news, man. See, we go to some crazy points of the earth here. We're going all the way to
crazy points.
We're going to
Earth.
Siberia. Whoo! Get your coat on.
Oh, the Yeti. They found the Yeti.
They found elusive Siberian Yeti. Has it finally happened? Did they find it? There is evidence. I really should have made some more footnotes. Anyways, people can go on here and read about that.
I can't believe. I want to see. I can't believe they found them.
Yeah, I read through. I believe it said something about like a cave or something about finding some evidence. I guess we
Footprints, possible den.
Yeah. Oh, look at that one. Yeah.
Wow. That's nuts. I can't believe it.
Wow. Yeah, look at the.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, look at that. What is it? Is that part of a head?
That looks like a skull to me.
Yeah. Crazy. All right.
Wow.
It's about time.
Yeah.
How long have motherfuckers been looking for that shit?
Quite a while. I never thought anything of it, honestly.
It brings to mind one of the best movies, Harry and the Hendersons.
Harry and the Hendersons, yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone out there who hasn't seen Harry and the Hendersons, watch that shit, man. That is some gold.
I can't help but
John
think
Lithgow.
of the, I can't help but think of the parody the Robot Chicken did of it.
I can't remember that one.
The guy starts, the Harry starts, and then he won't let the family leave. He's like, no, stop. Like, oh God. And he's gonna finish right.
That's nasty.
Oh yeah.
That's nasty.
Robot Chicken. There's another good episode. There's another good show right there.
Oh man. It's about time. Fucking Yetis. This is some cool information.
The Kraken.
I think I told you about that.
I think I actually seen this. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. They found the den with a bunch of skeletons in it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Kraken. Right,
Yeah.
Kraken, see him attacking the motherfucking boat and shit. They believe that they actually didn't exist when boats existed, that they existed back in the days of the dinosaurs. And so when there were sharks, dinosaur sharks, the size of fucking airplanes,
Yeah.
they found like 10 of these skeletons in a giant octopus-looking cave down. And they found these like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were all lined up perfectly parallel to each other. All the bones of the sharks were all lined up. The shark dinosaurs. And
Yeah.
they just thought nothing of it. They're like, oh, well, some fucking sharks went and laid there and died together, or ice hit them, or ice age happened, or something.
Yeah.
And recently, in an aquarium somewhere, they witnessed an octopus come up and grab a shark, eat that motherfucker, and then arrange his bones in its cave at the bottom of the aquarium. And now they're going like, wow.
Maybe there was a giant
Maybe
octopus,
there was a giant
and
kraken.
that's your kraken.
Yeah. And you know what, man? I believe that, like, you know how, like, you can, like, take a frog and freeze it and then take it out of the freezer and comes back to life, and they burrow themselves down into the ground and hibernate in, like, a frozen mode.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely could happen to a fucking kraken octopus, man. Frozen somewhere in some fucking ice and unthawing again back when people existed. When people started having boats in the water.
That's a possibility, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ichthyosaur.
Ooh. This is some
Infrared
crazy
paint.
shit. Infrared paint. Militaries devised this shit that will glow. Like, you put on your infrared goggles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it'll glow. Like, they've painted some logos on here and shit. So it's kind of like, maybe if some guy robs the bank and it'd be like, you get splashed with a bunch of fucking shit, and then they're like looking for you at night, or it's just a way of like tracking people and tracking things. And
That's crazy.
it's like a glow-in-the-dark substance that they put two materials together.
It gives 2 weeks of nightlight
Yeah.
after 1 minute exposure to the sun. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's pretty bright, too.
Yep. So, like, yeah, if anyone else in the room can't see any of that glowing. It's just the people with the glasses.
Just the glasses, yeah.
So you can write secret notes to your friends and shit. Milk. I need milk and bread, please.
Secret notes. Man, I'd be all about secret notes. Totally.
Yeah.
Use it like an ink.
Yeah. Superheroes versus the bad guys. What was this? Teens in superhero garb confront online predators.
What?
This is fucked up. So these guys went online. There's a TV show, I guess, and it's called Predator, To Catch a Predator.
Right, yeah, Dateline.
And they catch people like that. And so these kids dressed up like Batman and shit decided to like lure these sexual predators out into the open. And all they did, though, they didn't like beat them up or like kill them or anything or arrest them. They brought them out, lured them out with pictures of a 15-year-old girl, and they showed up in costumes and started pointing at the guy, being like, "He's a child molester," and like, and it made the guy like be like, "What the fuck?" And they got up and like ran out.
Yeah.
And now the police are
And
like,
then they put it online, yeah.
and now the police are like, "What the fuck?" Like, you guys like aroused the fucking what might not have been someone who was like even into any fucking going out and doing anything like that. You know, he wasn't at that level of being ready to go out, but you guys fucking lured him out with your fucking text messages being all like, "Oh, I'm a sexy girl." You know? And you stirred up the fucking beast and like, lured him out. Now, maybe he's gonna go rape some fucking chick now. Maybe he's gonna rape some kid.
Yeah,
like, you
wow,
shouldn't
that's
do that
nuts.
kind of shit, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I like superheroes and shit, like 16-year-old
Let's take a little
kids
far-
should not be fucking.
No.
Oh, sorry, 18-year-old.
18 and 17.
17. Fuck. Those are not
And I
superheroes.
mean, as soon as you post it on YouTube, they're gonna know where you are.
Yeah.
You know, they can track that easily.
Fuck yeah.
Oh well, I'm only 17 and 18. I guess
You
they're
live
doing
and you
better.
learn, dude.
Dumb.
And then maybe you
do
don't
live
live
and learn,
anymore.
but- And then you don't live anymore.
That's right. But
Life's a bitch, then die.
radioactive iodine detected over Europe. Very low levels of radiation, which are higher than normal but don't seem to pose a health hazard, are being registered in the Czech Republic and elsewhere in Europe. Inside of iodine. Crazy, man. But I believe, as I read, all iodine has like a low level of
Yeah, it does.
radiation in
Absolutely,
it,
yeah.
which is kind of interesting. My grandfather used to have that shit in the cupboard, and when you cut yourself, he'd be like, "Here, put some iodine on it." I'm like, "No, it fucking burns."
Stain your finger.
Oh,
Stuff's like
it
brown.
stings the pain away, and stains your finger.
Yeah.
So like, I think it stings more than the pain of the cut.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's a fucking blast to your fucking nervous system, and you're just like, "Oh, okay, that hurts way worse than the cut I have."
Iodine is actually good for disinfecting cuts, but peroxide isn't. That's that's what I hear.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen peroxide, yeah, it's no good.
It's
Maybe
no
it was
good?
the other way around.
It's
It's no good. Yeah,
Really?
it doesn't actually help.
What's all
clean
that
out
bubbling
cut.
shit though when you get like?
That's
an
peroxide.
That's just bubbling with your skin.
Just
or
bubbles. Yeah,
bubbles?
it's a reaction to peroxide. That's what it does.
Wow.
Yeah.
But like it doesn't always bubble. It only bubbles like on your cut or on like another liquid. So if I like lick myself, then it'll bubble. But it doesn't just bubble on my skin normally.
No.
It just kind of runs off. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. I've learned something today.
There you go. You might want to check that. I might have flipped it around. Maybe it's peroxide that's a good one, and iodine's the one that's not. So yeah, definitely double check that. Don't take my word for it. I know it's one or the other. I just can't really remember which one right now.
Okay. We'll look into it later.
But we will.
We will.
We'll
get back to you.
We will get back
Get
to
back to everybody on that. Okay. All right. What is next? Missed it by that much.
Really?
Big asteroid misses the Earth on a flyby. Check that out. There's even a little visual of it going by.
Wow. How big is that?
Big enough to cause some damage, I guess.
It was big
The
enough
size
to
of an
swing
aircraft
in,
carrier made a close but harmless
Oh, that's
swing
not
by
very big.
Yeah, I guess. It would have burned
It's
up.
big, but it's not that big.
It would have burned up before it.
Well, no, something would have hit the Earth, but it's not. It's definitely not a humongous one.
There's a radar image of it.
It's good size.
Yep. The shit we don't know, man. The shit they won't fucking tell us about.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
They may not even know, man. Like, there's so many fucking things in the sky, right?
We
It's
don't know what's
impossible to
going on
track
out
everything. And there's no funding to do it either, and it's probably one of the bigger things that we should start doing. But we map like 3% of the sky or something, and that's and that's nothing. We should know more.
Yeah, we should know like what the ancient people knew.
And what was
like,
that?
At least, like ancient astronomers and shit with all their pyramids and that. There's a theory about different pyramids and shit, man, where they've had them in the past. They had them lined up with different stars. They already knew that the system was changing, and then they said like, okay, by the time that one reaches here, we want the people in the future. We'll be long gone. We want the people in the future to. They'll also understand this, obviously, and we want that they'll be able to go, oh look, yeah, that star used to be here, so this was put together and built. This was done back this many years ago, and they had done these things just for the purpose of the future people being able to track back when they had done this.
That's pretty sweet.
Pretty neat theory.
That is a pretty neat theory. I like that.
Transport Canada website. Call girls now offered. Where once used for aviation history.
What?
This is funny. And I clicked on it, and I went to the site, and it was actually
It's
there.
an escort site.
There was actually a link to this escort site.
On the transportation?
Through Transport Canada website.
How the hell did that happen?
Somebody fucked up some links somehow.
Turkish and American call girls. Get out of town.
Yeah.
Canadian Centennial off light.
I can blow that up a little bit.
Canadian Centennial off light.
Where's that? Centennial
name
of Flight website.
Of flight.
Who's the
Off
name?
light. Probably of light. Yeah.
Of light.
Of flight.
That's funny.
Way to go! I support that.
Yeah.
I'd vote for that guy. I'm pro call girl.
This is funny.
Pro them being out there.
Yeah. Hey, man, everyone needs to make $1 or $2 or
Exactly.
$250.
Or whatever you need,
Ladies,
Ladies.
$250. Wink, wink, nudge,
I
nudge.
know. This man
Say
does
no
not
more,
speak
say
for
no
me.
more.
Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Oh,
Say
everyone
no more.
is for sale. I'm sorry, man.
Is she a goer?
Put your bids in now for Dave McKenzie. Send me an email, dr.jcole@gmail.com.
This man does not speak for me. He's not my legal attorney. He doesn't have that title yet.
A deer crashes Taco Mac Atlanta restaurant, loses antler, shocks customers. I think there was a video too. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Deer crashes through the store.
We had a deer crash through the Uncommon Grounds on South Park this summer.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. We talked about that on the radio show too.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah.
It happens, I guess. I don't know how the heck it got that far in town, but
That is that's also a funny one. Ooh, it's a throwback.
that's what I do.
We came from outer space.
To find
Scientists have always believed that it's a possibility that a lot of our building blocks and shit came from like being on other like meteors and asteroids and shit that have hit the Earth.
Yeah.
But they've never been able to find one that hasn't 100% been contaminated by people touching it with our skin flakes.
With our dirty fingers.
Our dirt. With all of our dirt. And they've recently found one that crashed up in Antarctica somewhere, or Alaska, in the ice and everything. And 100% guarantee they excavated it without any contamination. They're 100% sure. And with all their little micro breeding devices and everything, they found all kinds of shit on there that would have just fucking made a bunch of life happen.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. And the shit is still hitting the Earth, dropping new fucking shit on our Earth all the time.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I heard they found they made a silicone-based life form.
Really?
Yeah, because silicone is the one up from carbon, and carbon has four bonding places, right? And that's why we're all made of carbon, right? Like,
right.
we're all carbon-based beings, right? So silicone is sort of the next one up in the periodic table. It's the exact same, and they build life based out of silicone.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
We could have, like, remodeled silicone bodies.
Who knows?
With our nanobots mixed in with the silicone.
Nanobots!
Nanobots everywhere. That would be crazy, man. If I have, like, the ability to, like, have my brain inside some kind of, like, robot machine, the only goal I have is to, like, upgrade my fucking body to the time when I'm, like, remember the Transformer that was the size of a whole city?
Yeah.
That's going to be me.
Nice.
If my brain goes in a robot, I'm going to achieve that fucking... I'm just going to keep adding
I'm
shit.
the Death
I'm like,
Star.
I need another arm. I need a whole nother arm. I
Need new
more,
body.
I need more legs.
Need more stuff.
I need more stuff. Add more. I'll go over like to a car or something, and I'll have like all these saws and shit that come out, and I'll just like, and I'll like fucking harvest all the shit I want out of every car. Make myself bigger and stronger. Go up to the next car. Harvest the next one.
Wow.
Take all the metal from it. Yeah. I'll be
That's
like
amazing.
a self fucking building machine. Must take all the metal and all the technology everywhere. Even the shit I don't need.
Even the shit you don't need.
I've got like a storage pile in the back. Like some wheels and truck wheels and shit hauling shit in the back.
This is my just in case stuff.
Man, until I would like encompass the whole earth in just my entire machine body.
Would it make that sound?
It might. That might be the only sound it makes.
Yeah. Nothing. Metal trees, little metal squirrels.
The end of all time. Squirrels and trees. No.
Well, little metal ones, right?
because
You make them, right?
More meteorites are going to hit me, and I'm not going to be
Make
aware of it.
metal-based life forms.
And they're going to and grow, and shit's going to start to grow and grow. You know, it'll happen.
Wow.
Some of the metal will rust from rain and shit like that.
And then you'll get rust.
Yeah, and then rust things will erode away, and plants will come through from the ground.
I think we're thinking about this
Totally
way
fucked.
too
Wow,
hard.
yeah. Okay, let's get out of there. Let's get out of there.
Bail.
Woo.
Bail.
Cutting
When
the
life give you
cards.
lemons, say, fuck you lemons, and bail.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Fuck you
I'm
lemons. Bail.
Screw you guys.
I'm going home.
This is crazy. Canada household debt. Gail Vaz Oxlade. I don't know how to say her last name, so I just like wrecked it.
Yep.
TV show host says that banks are hooking Canadians on their credit. She hosts a TV show called Till Debt Do Us Part, and I'll just cut down to the good part
Yeah.
where it says,
I'm actually familiar with that show.
yeah.
Yeah, believe it or not.
If we come down
My
to
wife
here,
likes it, so I've seen
this
it
is
before.
like, here's the juicy part of her whole story. Initially, the credit scoring system was designed as a marketing tool used to highlight customers who are the most profitable for credit card companies. That's why the credit score gives more credence and more points to people who only make the minimum payment on their credit card, opposed to people who pay their balance off in full. If you look at a credit score, it's just one piece of the picture. But if you're relying totally on the credit score, then you're actually rewarding the wrong behavior. if you remember when we went through the last credit crunch, credit card companies were reducing people's credit limits. What that does is it pushes up your credit utilization, the percentage of your available credit limit that you're actually using. That drops your credit score. What that does is give the credit card company justification for raising your interest rates. Motherfuckers. So like if they lower your limit, you're forced to use it more, which you're getting a fine for.
Yeah, and then your interest rate goes up.
And your rate goes up. And you still have a bad credit score too.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You know, talk about keeping the man down.
That's how you do it.
She just fucking laid it all out though. And this wasn't on this one website. This was on like fucking 5 different news websites that I read and TV and everything. And she wrote a book about it. So the knowledge is getting out there, man. Fuck.
Yep.
I had 2 credit cards. I had like a MasterCard and a Visa. And fuck that shit. Fuck that.
I'm paying one off right now. I'm actually paying off a line of credit for my school and a credit card to boot. But I'm paying them like I cut off the credit card. We have one between me and my wife. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Like, we just use it for little stuff.
Yeah. They're needed though all the time.
Yeah.
Fuck. Rent a car. Couldn't rent a car without a credit card.
Totally.
Anything rental. Can't rent anything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It
Crazy days that we live in. They
don't trust anybody. Days. Oh my god.
They don't trust anybody.
Like, oh my god.
No. I tried to rent in Ottawa. I tried to rent a car to drive here this summer, and I'm like, they're like, no, and I'm like, look, I have $10,000 in my pocket right now. You can't rent me a car. I can't just like. What about like $1,000 car? You got some piece of shit car out back. I know you got some shit cars, man. Come on. I'll just like let you guys can hold like $5,000 while I drive it and bring it back to you, and then you give me my $5,000 back.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't do it. Nobody would touch it. No one anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is a fucked up world that we live in.
It is.
It's getting crazy and tighter. The squeeze is coming tighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happens when you squeeze too tight? All the shit squeezes out through your fingers, and then you're like, you get nothing but like a sticky, gross mess. Paste.
That's usually what happens when you squeeze too hard.
Yeah. I've been squeezing like mice and small children.
Oh, small children?
You know, children that are like this big.
Yes, I have one.
No, this big.
Oh,
ew. Straight out the uterus. Ew. Straight out the uterus.
Ew. Oh, crap.
I just leveled up a little too far for this show. A little bit too far. Here's the last funny article that we have, man.
1 second, man.
You can do your phone over here if you want.
Oh. All right, sorry. Where were we? Where were we?
We weren't anywhere. We were just sitting here, and then all of a sudden,
wasting time, right?
And then all of a sudden, this phone just like, whoa, look, it just appeared here on the couch. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Must have did that in the edit. Whoa. I'm on the last article, actually, man.
Wow.
It's kind of funny. It's not really funny, but a woman breaks her leg in the hospital, like in the entryway, and she's like, I broke my leg, and they were like, you're gonna have to call the ambulance. What? Yeah. What the
That's
fuck?
hilarious. The ambulance arrived a half hour later.
Yeah. 82 years old, man. 82. Fuck. This story is now closed to commenting. Now I have an account.
Comments.
I have an account on the Huffington Post where you can put like a little avatar and everything. And for the first like month, I guess it was like moderated to death. Like they would like allow you to say some shit and not allow you to say some other shit. And but now I've got like a bunch of followers and fans and shit, and people who are like arguing with me on all these different subjects, and then like following you and like interested in like commenting on all of your other comments that you comment on, and like it's a weird little like Huffington Post community. Yeah, it's different.
That's kind of neat.
I kind of
like that.
cool. It's cool. So I've gotten into that a lot lately. And it's weird. It just came up in the email one day. I was like, someone commented on a comment that you made. And I'm like, comment on a comment? All right. What the fuck did they say? Of course, it was arguing. I'm like, oh, really? How do I comment on a comment on a comment?
And we're off.
And here we go. Yeah.
Commentception.
Oh, and the threads, man. And it just gets fucking weird and long. And then other people join in. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
That is fucked up. You seem to enjoy it, though.
Yeah. Oh man,
It's always good.
It's interesting reaching out, man, into the world and like to other people and connecting with other people out there and shit.
Just let that ring.
Is it a phone call?
Yeah.
Call? Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I don't need to answer this one.
You've got a little twitch in your eye. I gotta answer it.
No, it's fine. I don't need to answer.
Oh man,
I
I put that in my.
Man. I can call people back.
I wrote a whole bit about that in my comedy act about like running for the phone and shit and how like people our age were brought up that way. Like the fucking phone rings, you drop it, the fuck's in your hand. If it's a fucking baby or crack or food or you fucking drop that shit and you're like like motherfuckers who are about to kill themselves and the phone and they're like I gotta get the phone. Fuck.
Where's the phone?
Oh, and then today it's like it's different. It's a little different. Today it's like
it was a big competition with me and my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Get
could
the
get it?
phone.
Oh, like
I got it. Mom, it's for you.
well, with my family, it would be like, you know, if I answered one of my brother's phone calls, it was all hell to pay, man. I was like gonna say some weird fucking shit that kid did not want to hear and embarrass the fuck out of my brother. And it was the same with my cousins and me and any, you know, if a girl was calling for me or something and my cousin has a phone, hey, it's a girl. Are you guys gonna kiss? Like, start talking to the girl. Oh, like, it's like, shut up, fuck. But,
oh yeah, I remember the day I got a phone in my room. Because we used to have one phone in the kitchen. That was it, one phone in the kitchen.
Oh, everybody had to share the one phone.
Yep. Well, you know, once
You can only make one call at a time anyways.
Yeah.
But
well, but you had to sit in the kitchen, right? And everybody's always hanging out. So.
yeah, you couldn't say anything private or anything. Yeah.
One phone? Yeah, how you doing? It's fun.
Yeah. The cordlesses are out. I remember cordless came out. We were like, yeah, cordless. Bam. I need to be in my room.
I got to be one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few of those.
But again, I only have one phone in my house, so one landline, anyways.
The other night was I don't know if you know him. He lives upstairs. Jeremy, JVZ. He's a crazy character.
Possible.
It was his birthday, so we all were like, "What the fuck are we gonna do?" And we were like, "I know." Someone said like, "Let's go fucking bowling," and I was like, "Okay, but it has to be glow bowling." So we found something called cosmic bowling.
Totally.
And I have like constantly this shit is all set up in my room like this. So at any time I just like hop on. If you go to Gmail, they have this telephone on here. Have you used that?
Yeah.
Used
You called me from
Google?
once, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
The Google phone, yeah.
Yeah. So I went on the Google phone and I called up the bowling alley and I was like, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, like how cosmic is it? And the guy's like, oh, it's pretty cosmic. It's probably like an 8, I think he said. And I was like, I mean, we've got like a room full of people sitting in here, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is just fucking packed, this place. And
Oh,
we're
yeah.
like, okay, and everybody's roaring in the back. And like, we're talking through like these open mics here like this. And then I'm like, okay, so I'm like, if I was on Magic Mushrooms, how cosmic would it be? And he's like, well, you know, I've never done magic mushrooms before. He's like, but I reckon if you were to like, I was like, well, he's like, I reckon if you were to like smoke a joint, that wouldn't be too bad. He's like, I've smoked a joint before. That's not too bad. I'm like, all right, then maybe we'll just smoke a joint then. If that's what you recommend.
If that's what you recommend. Thanks, man.
And when we strolled in there, he knew right away who the fuck we were. He's like, you're the mushroom guy. At the end, before we left, I was like, hey, I'm like, yeah, I'm the guy who called earlier. He's like, I know. I know it was you guys. Fuck.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Better on magic mushrooms.
So I thought I might throw some prank calls into the show here someday. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't have anything
Oh
figured
my
out.
god!
But
you
there was
call from Google.
And they can't call you back. I can't trace your number or anything. It says it's come from California.
No fucking way.
And we can record it all because like this is all being recorded right now, like separate audio.
That's awesome.
So then I called up the cab company. I called up Casino Taxi, and they're like, Casino Taxi? And I was like, yeah, I want to get a cab. And I was like, oh, do you have cosmic cabs? Like, everything's cosmic now.
Yeah.
Do you have cosmic cabs? They're like, I don't understand. I'm like, cosmic cabs. He's like, I've never heard of that. I'm like, oh, I just moved here from Ottawa, and we have something called cosmic cabs. He's like, really? He goes, I have been actually, working at the cab company, and he listed like a few cab companies in Ottawa, which are like ones that are in Ottawa. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I've been working there for like the last 3 years, and I've never heard of a cosmic cab company, of a cosmic cab. And I'm like, well, you know, it's that guy, and I just fucking bullshitted him. I came off the top of my head, like as I'm speaking, I'm just like, well, you know, it's that guy. He drives around, and it's like flashing disco lights inside the cab, and it all lights up and it glows. It's like you're in a rave party inside the cab, and he's like, oh yeah, that cab. I'm like, this cab doesn't even. This I made that up, man.
Totally.
It doesn't exist.
Does not exist.
What the fuck?
It does not make sense.
And he's just like, oh yeah. The whole room is fucking exploding laughing. I'm like, all right, cool. Wouldn't you know it? This is like a busy Friday night. The cabs were here in 2 minutes. Like 2 minutes they were here.
Wow.
I was like, holy fuck, we got to like some weird top of the list shit there, man. I'm asking for a cosmic cab every time.
Every time.
Every time. It's gotta
Do
be
we have
cosmic.
cosmic cab? Oh yeah, that guy.
And I'm
Maybe
saying,
there
I'm like,
is that guy.
Maybe there is that guy. I just never ever took that cab.
Maybe he exists.
Yeah. Did you see ever watch that show with a cash cab?
Totally.
Cash cab.
He's the original cosmic cab.
That motherfucker, because he drives, right?
Oh yeah.
He actually ran over a guy.
I think I heard that. Isn't that why they pulled the show or something?
Yeah,
Like,
he actually fucked the insurance company's like, we're not touching this.
No.
We'll fix this one guy. We're not touching this shit anymore.
No. Yeah.
Because he's
We're
always like
done
looking
now.
in the back, right?
We're
like,
done
hey
now.
guys, I'm a fucking TV show host looking behind him all the time. It's like, buddy, there's a camera in the front of your fucking face for a reason so you can watch the road. But like, fuck, he hit someone crossing the street.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That show never makes the air, I guarantee it.
No, that's done. Toast.
No, I mean the one where he actually hit someone.
No. That, yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if that did
I
that
know.
show? Maybe if they made a new show, it was just all him hitting people.
Oh, all the hits that he's hit that they didn't show before.
Exactly.
Blooper
Blooper
reels
show.
galore. Here we go.
These are the people who sued us. They signed a contract.
Yeah, they're like,
So
okay, we're gonna make money off
disclosure
this.
for-
All right.
Okay, we're good. Yeah.
It's me getting hit and it's funny. Okay.
I like it. It's good.
Yeah, I've been watching this show called Ridiculousness. You might have seen this guy before, Rob Dyrdek's Fun Factory. He's like one of the Jackass guys.
Oh yeah.
And so he's got this house fun factory where they make weird fucking ramps and do all kinds of crazy stunts and shit and drive weird fucking motorized vehicles and dirt bikes and skateboards and bikes and shit and just get hurt and fall down and they bring stars in there and they fuck with them and throw them around balls and shit. Anyways, so he's got that show, but then he's got this other one. It's sort of like Tosh.0 where they throw in like funny internet clips and things like that, but it's a lot of like bails and crazy shit. It's just fucking bail after bail after bail after bail. If you just want some like zone out mind candy for like a half hour, man.
Perfect.
Ridiculousness.
Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. Everyone watch the latest episode. All I have to say is lizards.
It's ridiculous.
A lizard farting underwater.
What?
Yeah. There's a giant iguana in a bathtub kind of thing, and it's underwater. And all of a sudden it's just like big fucking fart. And a little projectile fucking black nug goes pew! And there's like a shot of yellow too, so it definitely like shit and pissed
And farted.
all at once on the tub. I've had an iguana before. Their shits are like a seagull shit. It's like a splat, it's like an egg, like a splat of white with like a little hard black piece in the middle.
Right.
And like they're pretty fucking toilet trained though. Like he'll always go on the newspaper where all the shit is. He'll always go back to that spot. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's actually great.
Yeah. And go back to his little heat rock and I let mine run free through the house. He didn't have a light. He laid in the direct sunlight, and when I got rid of it, I brought it to Pets Unlimited because they had this service where they would like connect other pets with free pets. People are giving shit away. Mm-hmm. So another woman was coming from like Rexton, New Brunswick or something, coming in to pick this up, and I didn't want to wait around for her, so they just held the iguana. And the guy was like, "Holy fuck! I've never seen such a healthy, tame iguana as this." And I'm like, it's probably like the first like 4 or 5 years of pot smoke. And like he's like, how old is it? It's like a year old. I'm like, no man, I'm like, this thing's like fucking 10 years old. And it was like this big. Its growth was stunted by a bunch of pot smoke and
oh yeah.
So he's like, oh, okay, that's why it's so tame. But he said it's never seen one so healthy. The green on it and everything. He's like, what kind of lights do you use and what kind of food? I'm like, I feed him the scraps of my fucking salad from the fridge, and he lays in the sun when the sun shines in the front window on the ground. Then he lays on his heat rock, and that was it. They're like, wow, you're not supposed to do that to them. And I'm like, well, you just said he's the most healthy motherfucker you ever seen.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
Tell me. What do you think?
Now, this is a fun little section called The Truth.
The truth.
In the previous truths, we get into, like, shenanigans. We talk about things that we've done, crazy things. Crazy
things.
shenanigan kind of things. But I've kind of moved away from that. I like to move it into, like, some real kind of truths where, I don't know, maybe if you had some kind of, like, advice for the youth out there, or, like, advice for, like, and the way I put it is, like, especially since you have a child, advice that maybe some other fucking kid who your son knows, maybe he's, like, into, like, weird shit, like the fucking jerk-off hour. Maybe his parents let him do whatever the fuck on the internet, and he comes across this and is like, oh, hey, that's my buddy's dad saying some shit. And they're like, and they listen to it, and he's like, and it's some truth that you would be saying, or that we would be saying, that goes in his head, and then he's at school the next day, and your son is, like, doing something, and he's like, oh, wait a minute, I saw in some fucking jerk-off hour that you're not supposed to do that kind of shit. And he goes over and stops him from doing it. Like, some weird, weird interconnected shit like that. Man.
Good Lord. Man, what field are you coming out of? I'm glad. Stop rolling around in it.
No fields.
It's
just always like this.
Do what you love, you know, and make sure you do it often, because practice makes perfect. And whatever it is you want to do, you can do anything. You just gotta practice it, you know. So do what you love, because that's the thing you're gonna get the best at.
But keep a balance too.
Yeah.
Do what you love, but keep a balance. I mean, I find a lot of people get like me. I was right into like rap and hip hop, and that was my whole fucking life, and that's all I did was just like rap, and it was like consuming everything. And I'm like, fuck this, man. It's like I'm not gonna like have any friends or have any experiences or go boating and camping and do all the fucking other shit that regular people do, because I'm like always in some fucking studio beating it up and rapping and shit.
Well,
it's
then
like,
that wasn't really what you loved, was it?
Like I love it, but it's like I just felt like I need to like make a balance.
Yeah, balance is important, man.
Keep what you love, like maybe
you can't
not
work too much, you can't play too much, you know.
Yeah, like maybe not do what you love like all week. Maybe do what you love like most of the week. And add in some other little shits here and there.
Oh yeah.
But
well, I mean, it's important to have diverse hobbies. You know, I have lots of hobbies. I'm a StarCraft addict.
Oh no.
Big time. Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm playing.
As long as you're good at it.
It's online. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm getting better.
Yeah. I mean, I can't get into games for some reason. I'm not like I don't get hooked on that kind of shit, and it's because I feel guilty too. Like I was playing Wii here with Clayton the other night, and we played that NBA. He's got the NBA game.
NBA Jam, man. That's a great game.
Fuck yeah.
It's great, man. I love that game.
We played that and played it, and then I started to get like this weird guilty feeling. I'm like, man, I've been doing nothing for like 2 hours, and I'm like, I haven't created anything. I need to I've been being entertained, but I haven't been producing any entertainment myself. I'm like, I feel like I need to the balance has shifted a little too much. Like, okay, that's enough entertainment. I gotta make some shit, and I gotta shut this off now. Like,
there you go.
Yeah, like it just games for me. They last like an hour, and I'm just like I feel guilty. I'm just like this is too much pleasure. I gotta give back. I gotta give something back right now, and then I'll like do a blog or I'll write something or make a beat or write some rhymes. Or,
or there are some games I can play for hours, and then others I get tired of after a short while too. I hear what you mean. Yeah. For me, it's more of an attention thing.
My truth segment for me tonight is kind of telling the truth about something that I did a long time ago. Yeah. Do you remember when we were talking about cassette tapes earlier? So this is funny. Remember in high school when a friend would get like the new tape, and he'd be like, "I got the new tape," and you're like, "Oh, can I borrow it? I want to make a copy." And he'd be like, "Yeah, here," and you'd like go home and make a copy and give it to him. I'm an evil motherfucker, man. I made a copy, and then I took out my little screwdriver set, and I opened up all the screws. And I would take the original copy, and I would keep the original, and I would put the copy into his, and I would screw that shit back together and give it to them.
That's brilliant. No kidding, that's brilliant.
I've been taking these, have you heard of the Alpha Brain pills? There's some shit they sling on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Alpha Brain is nootropics, so it's a mix of different herbs and shit from all over the rainforest, from all kinds of shit that increases cognitive response, increases brain functions in the ways of like memory, quick-wittedness,
all sorts of stuff,
speech and shit like that, all sorts of shit,
all sorts of shit.
And so they've got this like program where they're like, okay, it's a bottle, it's like my buddy in Ottawa bought it. With all the import tax through the States, because it gets shipped from California, it comes to about $60, all right, for a bottle of 30.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, that's fucking expensive, man. And they have their own thing. They're like, okay, try it, and if you don't like it, you get all your money back. Like, you don't get all your shipping back, you don't get all your taxes back, but you get your money back for the product. And you have to mail it back to them.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the bottle. And so, the thing that they keep telling people, they're like, okay, but don't believe us. Go on the website, read all the ingredients, buy it yourself, try it out, and you'll fucking see that it works. So me and my roommate, I was like, okay, I showed her the episode of the Joe Rogan show where they talked about it and everything, and I showed her the website. It's from onitlabs.com, and you go there and you know order the shit through your credit card and everything. And I'm like, let's just go down to Planet Organic on Quinpool, and I wrote down all the ingredients, and I got like half of them. I got like the best half, and came home, took one, immediate fucking difference, man, in everything.
Really?
Everything, yeah. More lucid dreams every night.
Ooh.
All these fucking memories have been like fucking just flooding back into my mind, and that's what reminded me of this, because like that thing about the cassette tape just fucking came back to me the other day. It was just like, shoo, and I was like, holy fuck, I did that. Man, that's right. I'm gonna write that down. And like, yeah, so like all this shit, a whole song came back that I wrote like 10 years ago, like, and it's a rap song. There's lots of words involved, and the dibba-dabba-dabba-dabba, and like, I fuck up my words all the time, man, on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you get out of it.
I have my moments, you know.
But yeah, it's
That's
crazy shit. So
wow.
yeah,
So you can try it out?
Yeah,
You gonna go with the
highly
actual
recommend
stuff?
it. I might try the actual stuff, yeah. But I'm gonna finish off what we got here. It's so cheap what we got here. For $80, we got like 3 times the amount.
Wow.
Instead of $60.
What is it, like
for
a whole
30
bunch of
pills.
different stuff?
Yeah,
Like a whole bunch
it's
of
written
different-
up there. It's GABA, bacopa, B6, choline, oat straw. The choline is like basically the other shit is like good brain things and all that, but it's a lot more effective with the choline that like really like helps.
It's probably
like,
a transport protein or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, because the thing about vitamins is that, you know, you only absorb so many through your stomach, right? Because you just don't get that much. Like, you don't get that much absorption. You pee most of it out, right? Like, if you ever taken a B complex, I take B complex, love it. I definitely recommend taking the B complex and multivitamin every day.
Yeah.
And it's yellow, like bright yellow for the whole rest of the day, you know.
Yeah.
But it's good, you know.
Every time
I mean, you
there's
definitely feel way better, you know.
Yeah. Anytime there's an abundance of extra fucking vitamins you don't need, it's like, woo, toxic.
Not
me.
every time.
Not every time.
No. Like
I think
vitamin A, you can overdose from vitamin A because it's fat soluble instead of water soluble, so you can't pee it out.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just like what is it? I heard if you eat a whole liver or something, then you can die of vitamin A poisoning or something. Because you overdose on it. It's too much in it.
I wouldn't want to overdose on vitamins.
No. That would
If I'm going to
suck.
overdose, it's going to be on something fun.
Wouldn't that suck?
Something fun.
Way more fun than vitamins. Wouldn't that be a bitch?
I can taste.
How'd you
the
die?
mood.
I overdosed on vitamins. I ate too much liver.
I ate too much.
You suck.
I ate too many iron tablets.
And then I started to rust.
Start to rust.
From the inside out.
Oh man. Yeah, so fuck. I recommend people trying that shit, man. If they're so inclined.
Try that
It's
out.
called Alpha Brain from
Alpha Brain.
On It Labs. Just type in Alpha Brain, it'll come up. Yep. I like the money back guarantee kind of thing. It's pretty cool. But like I said, it came out to be about $60 or something like that. So
For how long?
for like 30 pills. Yeah, it's like a month of taking that shit. And my buddy had been taking them in Ottawa. My buddy, actually, it's Alex Masad. He's the owner of Atom Records, the record label that we're signed to for Dirty
Right on.
Intuition. And yeah, he'd been trying them for about a month, but he was only taking like one a week. And he said he noticed about a 20% increase in things. And I was like, 20% once a week? I'm like, I'm taking that shit every fucking day, man.
Yeah, totally.
And, I had texted somebody, and they were like, this kind of sounds vaguely like a fucking movie that I've seen. I'm like, yeah, maybe it is about some guy who like ate brain pills and got super smart until I think his brain exploded or
So
something.
Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it. Oh, fuck. Well, I have this crazy theory here, but I don't know if I'll talk about that. I already talked about a bunch of crazy shit.
No, you don't want to get crazy.
Crazy. All right. What if the entire world, if we finally achieved like a mass enlightenment, right? Like everybody is just pure spiritual love beings of joy and bliss and everything. The whole world, like there's one guy left.
Together in harmony.
Like there's one guy left, and then here it comes, and everybody's like gonna fucking hold his hand and do whatever they gotta do. Whatever the fuck's gonna happen to this enlighten this motherfucker, and then finally it happens, and it's like bling, and the fucking aliens come, and they're like, finally, fuck. We've been waiting so long for this to happen. You finally ripened. Yeah. And that's like they planted us centuries ago so that we would like, and then enlighten, and because they only want to eat enlightened pure beings, right? Yeah. And they come down and fucking just harvest the fucking earth. Mowing us down because we're all defenseless and shit. And like, love, mowing us down. And here's the fucking fucked up part. What if all the deceit and the greed and the hate and the evil of today is the only thing keeping the aliens at bay? Like all the corruption, all this shit is the only thing keeping us from not being eaten, man. I kind of think that's the way it's going down.
Really?
I've been right before.
I think that's just the way we are. I don't think it's just human nature.
Yeah? You think we'll just never get to that?
I really don't. I mean, it'll always be with us.
Do you think that if it did happen, the ray of joy and light and energy that was sent out through the universe would be like a fucking beacon, though, for the aliens to be like, what's that?
We're coming to you.
Oh, look at that over there. I didn't know that was over there.
Breakfast. Let's go. So yeah, time to eat.
Some like thing that eats entire planets. It's like, oh.
And
we're gone.
Forget that tiny little asteroid, stupid space.
Yeah,
like that.
Like, gone.
Eats the whole solar system, sun and everything.
So, we wouldn't feel it though. It would just be over like instant. Like there would be no.
No, I don't think so.
I think like first like I don't know what would happen with the atmosphere. Would be the first to like the sun went out, we'd freeze immediately. Just like I don't think
if the sun went out,
there would probably be like a loud bang noise or something from a couple things blowing up randomly some places. Those things would pop, and we'd be like, I'd just be like, and that was it. Frozen or
wouldn't happen that quick, but it would happen
for all like the atmosphere. Fucking whoosh.
Why would it?
Well, because the Earth's gonna stop spinning. If a monster were to eat the Earth, and the sun and everything.
Oh yeah, totally.
I don't think it's gonna keep spinning inside his mouth while he's eating us.
Well, then we just die of asphyxiation. Yeah. Asphyxiation. Yeah.
But I'm wondering how fast would it happen though? Would it just be instant, or would it kind of like hang with cloud patches with different ozone layers and shit keep oxygen trapped?
Because the Earth is spinning, so is the entire atmosphere, right? So that's where you get winds and stuff, and so it will probably dissipate fairly quickly. I think probably not instantly, but
like a couple hours, you think? A couple days?
Maybe not even that. A couple of minutes, maybe. Yeah.
That's what I thought it'd be instant. Just be like, whew, everybody would just like fly off the Earth.
And that'd be it. And we're done.
That's it.
Yeah.
There would be like
what
a few
would
like.
happen if a giant planet ate our planet?
There would be like a few video cameras and shit like that had been recording. Like if it happened right now, like all this shit is running. Like obviously, things might keep running for a little bit longer than us. Like while the batteries lasted and all these laptops and shit. And then later some aliens could even find
until the power plant shuts down and then and then the batteries on the laptop, right? Yeah. Power plant's probably shut down fairly quickly. Yeah. I mean, you could probably run one for a few hours anyways, like without any human intervention, right? Yeah. And then another couple hours after that for the laptop, so, And
then some aliens
later technology on Earth, about 7 hours, 7 to 12 hours, right?
I'm just worried that the monster's gonna eat everything and shit it out, and some aliens can be like, "Oh look, a fucking laptop. What's on here? Oh,
porn. What's this porn? I've never seen this porn before.
Let's go find these things. Oh, they're all blown up.
Oh, they all dead.
Oh, that planet-eating motherfucker.
Well, they'd probably be able to bring us back to life because they're aliens.
Yeah, because they are.
Didn't that happen in that movie, Aliens?
Several times. What's
your name? Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. Hot damn.
Man. I know they're classics at all, but there is some terrible acting in some of those movies. The second one, Aliens.
Plot holes.
Oh my god. It's just terrible acting. It's just awful. 80s acting. Yeah. Many movies from the 80s are like that. Weekend at Bernie's. Holy crap.
Dude.
Great movie, don't get me wrong, but terribly acted. And the second one is like a million times worse.
I talked about it before on the show, but Weekend at Bernie's happened. These guys were out partying with their buddy who had been drinking too much, and they were partying with him, and he passed out in the bar, and they were like, and they like picked him up, brought him into the car, and like threw him in there, and they're like, let's keep partying, and they're like, we're all out of money, and they're like, let's take his credit card, ha ha ha, and they put him in the back seat, and they took his credit card, and they went out and they drank some more, and they came back in the morning, and they fucking found him there, and he's like still laying there in the same spot, and he was fucking dead. He'd been dead in the bar when they had carried him out. So like they partied with their buddy like all night, and then at one point, something about the article said that they had realized that he was dead and said, like, let's keep partying in celebration of his death. And continued to go out and fucking party. Like, they had been back to the car, like, oh my god, he's actually fucking dead. Like, well, let's keep getting drunk. Keep going, and they figured, like, well, there's nothing we can do now, so we'll deal with it tomorrow morning when we're fucking sober and can handle being a fucking dead guy in our car. Yep. So that was their rationing. And then, like, the cops are like, we're trying to figure out what we're going to charge them with. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, fuck you.
You drank yourself to death.
You know, if I drink myself to death and my friends want to keep partying around my dead fucking body, all power to you guys.
Totally, man. Give her.
And I hope you guys don't get a fucking fine for it. In fact, this video is my testament right now.
There you go.
There are no fines to be given.
On the internet.
I can also give my fucking, my last will and testament here. I've always wanted my fucking whole body just thrown into the fucking ocean to be eaten by some fucking sharks and whales and shit. That's what I want. No cremating, no fucking burial, no goddamn fucking ceremonies and shit. Just fucking like, see you later, motherfucker. Smoke a joint if you want.
I'm down with the cremation.
Yeah,
I don't need a plot somewhere. I think that's. Why would you want to? I don't understand why you'd want to take up space, like even after you're dead. Yeah. You know, like, you don't need that space. Why are you taking up that space?
Why are you taking up all that space?
It's a lot of space, you know. Like, if I was cremated, I'd just get them to dump me in the ocean or something. You know? Or plant me in a garden. Plant me in a garden and grow weed out of me. That's what I want you to do.
Just like in How High.
Totally.
Yeah, and then we'll be fucking smart as you, and you'll come back from the dead and hook us up with the test answers. Let's kill him right now.
Hey, whoa.
Like, wait a minute, it doesn't work that way.
It might.
Yeah, it might.
It might.
I think we're all about done the show, man.
Right on.
It's 8 o'clock.
8:06.
It's probably time to go.
Plugs
Let's let everybody know. This show is brought to you by wickedbad.net.
Home of the illest.
Home of the illest.
Home of the illest.
And the Dogfuckers Local 613. Do you have any plugs? Websites? Anything you want to give out to anybody?
Yeah, definitely. Wicked Bad, obviously. Underdog, who I play for all the time, and I love those guys. Underdog Productions.
Underdog Productions. We'll throw the link up.
Full Circle, who I've also been playing with for a number of years now. They just had their second anniversary yesterday. Yep. And I couldn't make it because of the snowstorm.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people
love you guys. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, and my wife Leanne, of course. Good Lord, I love you. And my son Kyle. And that's it. That's my plugs.
And that's your plugs.
My plugs.
All right, man. Well, fuck. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for being the first Halifax guest. The first
Sorry it took so long.
Video guest. That's all right. Yeah. You know, I needed this time. I was going to buy this giant fucking black curtain to hang back here, a glittery curtain, make it look all Hollywood and studio like. And I've had two people who are friends of mine who work in like music videos and movie industry and everything, and they're like, "Don't do it, man. Like, leave this like kind of bedroom look behind there."
Totally.
And yeah, I was gonna go today and actually get the curtain again, and I was like, and they like advised me like, "No, man, don't. Just leave it how it is. Like, it's raw that way. It's real. It's more homesy and down to earth. You're gonna look like fucking." You know, I don't know what they were thinking, but I kind of wanted the black shiny curtains.
I like black shiny curtains.
It would be pretty cool.
I think it'd be all right. Yeah. I think it's all right. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit all right. Yeah.
The mountain though is pretty cool.
I do like the mountain. Yeah. I love that you sleep at the foot of the mountain. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Highly recommend
it. Yeah. $250.
$250.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
I mean, no.
Hey, I'm speaking for myself. This is my plug time.
Yeah, I got my own business.
This is my plug time.
Yeah.
You can find me at lancegoodthrust.ca.
Lance Good Thrust.
Not even joking.
Brock Chestman. Brock. Brock is
I
such a
watched the
corny.
new UFC last night, latest one, 139.
Oh yeah.
Shit was crazy, man. The final round, the 5-minute rounds
Oh yeah.
with these fucking giants.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck.
Man, some of the big fights, Dan, they're
Man.
just wailing each other. Like, they're just wailing on each other.
Yeah.
you
There
know?
was no KOs, there was no takedown. It was
Yeah,
like a
it's just
judge's
all
score
bam,
thing.
like bare knuckle slugfest. Yeah.
They were hurting, man, after like the third round. I thought it was over. I forgot there's 5 rounds. I was like, oh, it's over now. And they were like, like leaning on the cage and shit. And I'm just like, man, yeah, fuck. This is fucking
There's
over.
2 more, right on.
No, 2 more rounds to go. Like, because they're big motherfuckers. Like, even
Oh,
though
yeah.
they're tired, like their energy comes back. Like, do-do-do-do. They sit down for a minute, they drink their water, and then like it's just like do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't know how they recuperate that fast. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well,
Nice.
that's it.
Awesome.
Nothing like a burp
Good
to end
time.
the show.
Totally.
I'm gonna like dub in a mountain lion right now.
Somebody's knocking on your door.
Someone's always at my door. That's just how it is around here.
Really?
Yep. But I can't always answer it, man.
Why not?
Because sometimes I'm recording a show.
Busy.
Busy.
I thought we were done recording the show.
We are? I'll probably push the stop button now. Stop it. Stop it. I love this mouse thing. It's pretty sick. What's up, motherfuckers? Here we are on Sunday night, and it's 9:30 on Sunday night, and I'm still editing this motherfucker. What a great episode, though. Great episode, man. Great one for the first video podcast ever, vidcast, what the fuck you want to call this shit. Now, everyone who just tuned in, head on over to iTunes where you can download tonight's show. If you go into the podcast section, you'll find that all of the podcasts are free. Even though it's located in the store area, all the podcasts are free. Most of the podcasts are free. I think you can charge for it. Anyways, my shit is free. Look up the Jerk Off Hour, and as a bonus, exclusively on iTunes, exclusively on the Jerk Off Hour podcast on iTunes, you can hear Mr. DjDvD's entire Sunseeker set hooked up at the end of the episode. So, right after I'd be saying all this shit, it's gonna go right into Dave's set. Check it out. It's pretty fucking interesting, man. Peace out, motherfuckers. Peace out. Dr.J. Cole, signing off.